I don't know if you noticed, but I do have the recording on this call
Okay,
right now. Do you feel comfortable with that at all?
that's
Like,
fine. That's
cool.
so fine.
I don't know if I'm going to use it or what, but I figured we just see what happens. Because like I got off the call last time and I was like, I should have recorded that because that was so good.
I'm
But
just dropping
like,
little nuggets of wisdom.
yeah, we'll just leave it here and see what happens. But yeah, so how is everything going?
Yeah, like it's going really good. So obviously my week off was last week. And yeah, it's just because you know how your sleep pattern just goes off and you need to start getting back up. So then I'm trying to go to bed earlier and then I'm just not getting up as early. So then I'm not. So the past couple of days, I don't know if you've noticed, I've had like boiled eggs for lunch just because I've not been able to like cook my chicken and stuff, even though I've got it in the fridge. So I'm cooking today for tomorrow. So it's okay. We'll sort that out. But yeah, obviously, like, I mean, obviously I'm moving in like 2 weeks, so then and all my friends are starting to move as well, so it's slowly like all these kind of going out sort of things. And it's every time somebody messaged me like, can we go out for food, I'm like, oh, can we just not like, can we just like go and like have a night in or something? But everybody's so keen to go out. That's why, like, obviously there's been a lot of times where I've messaged you the past couple of days where I'm like, please help me. To be fair, the majority of my friends are quite sound about it, and like we've gone for like brunch and I've just got avocado toast. And I don't know if you saw the other day, I got oh my god, it was so good. I went back to that K-Cal kitchen place
I
that
did
has all the
see
mac,
that. Mm-hmm.
and I had protein pancakes, and
Oh,
oh my god, I have never been so happy. They tasted so ridiculously good. Like it literally, sorry, that's my, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, those look delicious.
They were
There's
so
a
good.
couple companies here in the States that do like the mix and you can buy it and then you can make it at home.
Hmm.
I don't know if there's anything like that by you.
Yeah, so I was in the shop today with my sister and we were looking at all the protein stuff, and there was all these ones like protein pancakes, protein cookies, protein brownies, and we were looking at them. We're like, this just isn't worth it. Like the sugar content is so
Yeah,
high, so it's like so much, so many calories and stuff, and it's like it's one of those things that people will probably see it says protein on it and buy it and just think it's all right to eat as many as you want because it says healthy.
exactly.
So yeah, and I think going with my sister is always, like, going shopping with my sister is always so fun because like we'll sit and look at all the labels and stuff. So yeah, so I'm like aware of what I'm buying, and I love it. I love it. So those protein pancakes really made me happy, and hopefully I'll get another one of them before I move because they were just it's, I love that place. I love that place. But yeah, so it's been a lot of sort of like meetups and so on. But apart from
Do you
that, I've
have
been
any like control over where it is that you go? Like even
no.
if someone makes a suggestion where they're like, "Oh, like let's go here." Like is there any way you could be like, "Hey, like how about this place instead?"
It's like the thing. See, to be fair, there was two times that I was going out with my friends and I managed to get them to go to a chicken place that is just was the best chicken, and yeah, it wasn't until I went to the chicken place with my sister that I realised not everything in the chicken place is healthy. I swear I just need to bring her with me everywhere that I go. She can just look after me. um, but yeah, so I managed to get some of my friends to go to the chicken place, and it's just, do you know that way when you're in like a big group chat with people and everybody's like, oh, let's go there, let's go there. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm like, but I don't want to be not sociable. And it's just, yeah, like I've been thinking about this a lot for like when I move, because obviously it's like university and everybody's gonna want to go out like all the time, and I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, I don't know. It's, I want to be able to socialize and I want to be able to have friends and have fun, but at the same time, I don't want to. I don't like it when I see my friends, like before I started this program. If I went out with my friends, I'd have starter, main course, dessert, and I was so proud of myself yesterday when I didn't get dessert. Everybody got an ice cream, and I was sitting there just drinking my water. Um, so I mean, it's baby steps, but like I don't know, I feel like I'm just more aware, like I'm full and I don't need another course, you know, whereas before I would just see food and just try and eat all of it,
Yeah.
do you know, that way, and it's not, yeah.
And that's a big deal. Like that's huge. But I think a good tip would be kind of to have like a couple restaurants or places in your back pocket that you know has both like really indulgent foods for those friends of yours who like just go for it, but also has other options. Like I feel like the past two places were both Italian and they were both like there's nothing else you can get aside from pizza or pasta, and that's really really hard, and I feel like it's so specific, which is fine for people who don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I feel like there are plenty of places that you guys could go to that would have a little bit more variety. So I know that it's not going to happen every time where you're going to change your friends' minds, but maybe like if it happens once and you save yourself once,
yeah, it's just that one extra time.
Big difference. So yeah, like, and I know it's kind of hard to like kind of like be that person who changes the plan, but I think it's worth a shot, at least like throwing it out and being like, hey, like what if we try this place one time?
Yeah
Instead of just being so submissive and being like, oh yeah,
just wanting to be the friend that goes along with it, really easygoing, instead actually like having an opinion. Yeah no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm really excited to be living by myself and be doing my own shopping, you know, because I feel like when I'm living with other people, they're buying foods that are really like, it's like I'm so aware that I'm not able to eat that because it's in front of me, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like if I'm just buying for myself and I know exactly what I'm buying, I'm not going to be buying all the like the chocolates from my brand.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wanted to ask you about that. Is your living situation like, are you going to have like a little kitchen where you are? Or like,
yeah. So basically, what it is it's a like an apartment with 6 bedrooms. So I'm sharing. So there's 5 other people. So we all share a kitchen and a living area, but we've all got our own room, like kind of desk in our room and a bathroom in our room. Thank God. But yeah, so it's the accommodation is so ideal because it's literally right next to the gym, right next to the library, right next to the club. So everything that you need is right there, which is so ideal.
And that was my next question. So the gym there, it's open?
Yes, it is. So as soon as I get there, I'm getting my registration. I'm getting registered. I can't wait.
Is it like a full-on gym? Like, what do you know? What equipment's in there?
So from what I've seen, so they've only got like a couple of pictures online. But from what I've seen, it's a pretty full equipped gym. Like it seems to have everything that my gym here has. Which is just like, it looked like it had a couple of stairmasters. It's got squat racks, it's got loads of cable machines. Like it was just like loads and loads and loads of cable machines. So it looks just so ideal, and I actually can't wait. I can't wait to step back into the gym. I don't know what the first thing I'm going to do is. It's going to be so overwhelming. But I'm so excited because I don't miss the gym, like, but I miss it. And do you know what I mean? Like I'm still exercising, so I don't miss the exercises, but I miss kind of being in the area and like, do you know what I mean? It's just, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Send me those pictures that you do have online, and that way I can start kind of like churning ideas for new training. I did start new training for you this coming week, so it starts Monday. Well, I guess Tuesday, but so there's going to be new workouts until you get set up in your new gym. So there's that, and if you have any questions about what they are, they're very similar to what you've been doing, just different reps and stuff, and a couple different exercises, but very similar.
I love a new program. It always gets me so excited, honestly.
What do you love about it so much?
I don't know. It's like, oh, what's next? You know? And it's like, I don't know. Like, I do really love having like a set program for like a couple of weeks, because then I can look back at what I was doing at the start and then what I've done now, and I'm like, okay, I've actually like I've increased my weight, or I'm getting better at that. There's something so exciting about like getting a new program and being like, okay, like, oh, this exercise with this one, oh, and like, and you feel like a different kind of bar. I just love it. I get so excited.
Cool. So, well, there's a whole new set for you, so that'll be good. Um,
Lucky me.
I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about. Training, the pizza thing. Yeah, your steps are definitely much better. Definitely much
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
We'll just
I
keep.
think that's because I've been shopping like all the time. So I've literally gone into like every single shopping centre that there is. I've gone into all the shops. I mean, there was literally one day that I went into the town to return things, and I bought more stuff. Um, so my bank account is suffering, but my Fitbit loves me, so it's okay. So
Well,
yeah.
look at it.
It's all good. It's all good. And like and whenever there's like we've ran out of the food that I need, if we've ran out of blueberries or something, then I just walk to the supermarket, and I feel like having a week away, like my mum going away for a week, has got me a bit, because that way where you just get a bit lazy and you're like, mum, can you take me there? Mum, can you take me there? And I realised I won't have mummy to drive me around in 3 weeks.
So now you can.
I know, literally. Literally. So yeah, oh my god, so a sidetrack, but you should see the room that I'm packing my stuff in. It's literally a bomb site. It's just so much stuff. And I'm hoping I've got room for all of it. I've packed my scales, so I'm using like not as good scales. Like I'm using like the more like mechanical one rather than the digital one. So yeah, so I've still got scales. I can't deal without them now. Like I can't live without them. So I've got my scales, and I've got my I've ordered a body weight scales as well, so then I can keep them in my bathroom and keep an eye on that. And I've packed the bikini that I take my progress pictures in as well, so that I'll still be on those progress pictures, and I'll still be. So yeah, I'm literally so excited, and I feel like the fact that I know what I'm eating right now, and I've got my meal plan, and I know what I'm eating, and I know what time I'm eating, and I feel like that'll give me a bit more structure to my day. And
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, and I feel like it will help me so much, because I feel like you always hear that thing where everybody just eats like ramen noodles and like ramen noodles in like a wrap, which sounds like the fear. But I feel like I'm not gonna be in that kind of pattern of bad bad uni habits. I'm hoping that it's all gonna be, hopefully it'll all be good.
You know now, because it's that awareness piece, and I think that's a big thing, because that will help you make those good decisions. Like when I was in college, I was that girl who was eating ramen noodles. And I actually made a post about this recently, but like I was one of those like secretive fitness people who like thought it was weird if like people found out that I was working out. So like I would like secretly work out, and only the people who went to the gym at my college knew that I lifted, but no one else could tell, because I was still like kind of chunky and not like, you couldn't see the muscle definition or anything. And my eating was so weird because I didn't know what I was doing, right? So I was like eating ramen noodles, but I was kind of like sort of in a deficit because I'm like, I want to lose weight, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I would party on the weekends like a freaking college kid, and I would eat whatever the hell. And so it was just like this ongoing cycle where it was like up and down, and like my weight was not doing anything, and going to the gym was almost pointless because I wasn't losing weight. I don't know, I guess I was gaining, but who knows? It just, the point is, I did not have that awareness that you have now.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to save you a whole lot of heartache and trouble in the long run. So,
and I'm really excited. Like, I just think it'll just have, like, if I had gone not having gone on the program, like if I'd gone to uni not having even spoken to you, I would be so clueless. Like I would be so ridiculously clueless. I'd be eating the same portion sizes as everybody else, thinking, oh, it's fine, like I need it too. I do not need the same amount that all like the big 6 foot boy is eating. I do not need the same amount of food as him, and I don't actually need it. Like when I'm sitting with people and I'm actually more mindful of the fact that I don't need to finish this plate, I actually don't finish the plate. Do you know that way where you kind of you feel like you need to? But yeah, I think right now the biggest struggle for me is obviously like going out with like my friends and saying goodbye to them and them picking very bad restaurants. But I think apart from that, like especially last week, there was days where I was like struggling to finish all my food because I was like, I'm not hungry enough for all this, you know. And I think because I was especially because I was waking up later in the day, I then had like a smaller window of when I would need to eat. So then I was just not like, I was not able to, like there was 2 days where I was eating and I managed to hit my macros, but I felt like I was eating when I really didn't want to be eating. So then I started waking up a wee bit earlier, like, and eating earlier rather than just waiting like 2 hours after I've woken up to eat.
So
And I think that made a
there's
massive
two things there. So first thing is, I never want you to force feed. If you're not hungry, you shouldn't have to like force food down your throat and be like, I have to hit my macros. Like that's not the goal. The goal is to listen to your body and to use macros to learn how to listen to your body. So that's that. So if you find that yourself in that situation again, just stop eating. It's not a big deal. The second thing there is that if you have a smaller window of when you're awake and when you have food, what I like to do and what I find works best is to lessen the number of meals that you have. So instead of having 5 meals a day, have 4 meals a day, but maybe add more food to those meals. So you have larger meals, but less meals.
That makes sense.
You'll just feel better.
Mm-hmm. That makes so much sense. Yeah, because I was still trying to fit in 5 meals, and I was like, I have no time.
So next time you wake up late,
mm-hmm.
like, okay, so I'll have a little bit more at this breakfast, and then a little bit more at meal 2, whatever it is that you had planned for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
okay, that makes so much more sense. Okay, I'm really glad that I said that to you because now I know actually what to do.
Yeah, and that's why we get on these calls, because the check-in, you might not think of all the things that you're thinking when you go to check in via email. And, maybe there's not a spot on my little questionnaire that has a place for you to ask that sort of question. So that's why it's so important to get on here and just like talk it out. And even if we're not fully talking about nutrition and fitness the whole time, we're talking about exciting things. Those things do come up and it helps. So I'm glad.
Yeah, definitely. And I just feel so good right now, and I felt really good for like the past couple of weeks, and I don't know if it's a combination of like excitement for like moving on and stuff, and obviously like actually being in control of like what I'm eating and exercising, I think, and like getting my steps in and actually walking and not just coming home and sitting in my bed and being really, really lazy, because it's really easy to be lazy. It's so easy to be lazy. But it's so much more rewarding to actually just stand up at work rather than sitting down on the chair all day, and just like little things like that, and having my bottle with me and just drinking as much water as I can. And yeah, I just feel so like energized,
Exactly what you should feel like. That's good.
Great. Right, fab.
And your weight's coming down and your pictures look phenomenal. Like every week I keep comparing and I'm just like, look at that waist. It's coming in tighter and tighter.
I know. I get so excited. And like, I'm so like, I've had like so many compliments at work. They're like, oh, you're looking great. I'm like, what? Keep the compliments coming. I'm like, tell me more about it. What looks great about me? It's so good, and it's so good for people to be like, because they see me eating like the meals that I've cooked and stuff, and they're like, why are you eating that? And then after like a while, they're like, you look so good, like you've lost a lot of weight in your tummy, like And then so like my sister said to me the other day, she was like, I was wearing leggings, she was like, Nadia, you've got definition in your bum. What has happened? I was like, I know. I was like, I don't know who this girl is, but I love her. So yeah, and like every week I'm looking at my progress pictures and my back is like ridiculous, the amount of weight that's gone down on my back. Like you can see it. It's ridiculous. And even on the side, like you can see like kind of like my arms gone down a wee bit and like my tummy's like kind of slowly but surely getting there. And it's only been like, what, a month and a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Right?
That is literally ridiculous.
So you can only imagine how much more we're going to push.
Uh-huh.
Especially since like the first, like 2 weeks is definitely a lot of getting used to things and just trying to figure out where your place is. And now that like you feel comfortable, you know my coaching style, you know what's coming, it's just gonna shed off. It's gonna fly off.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm going to rock up with my uni bod and everybody's going to be like, wow, she's so skinny. I'll be like, I know. I'll rock up to the gym and I'll be like doing all my weights and I'll be still as strong and everybody will be like, wow, I've not been in the gym in ages. And like, I'll be that gal.
I love it. All right, cool. So is there anything else I can help you with or you want to talk about? I've got another call at 9, so we'll just have to wrap it up.
I was thinking 9. I was like, that's like...
Oh, yeah, I know. Time is off.
That's 4 hours.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm good. And I know that you're only a message away if I ever need you, which is very reassuring. So I will send you pictures of the uni gym and I'll send you the wee link to it actually. So yeah, I'm feeling so good. So thanks, Kirsten.
You're welcome. I'm so happy to you.
Oh.
Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your day or night.
You enjoy your day.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon, girl.
Bye.
Bye.